Hello. A very good morning and warm greetings to respected professors, esteemed speakers, and all participants present here. I feel privileged to welcome you all on behalf of the whole organizing team to the second edition of the Asian Symposium on Cellular Automata Technology 2023. It said that when there is a gathering of people, there is some information exchange and discussion. Such discussions among scientists and engineers pave the path for some development and innovation. A conference actually provides that platform. ASCAT started its journey in the year 2022, and it has already proven its contribution to the researchers' community by nurturing significant research works in areas of cellular automata. We feel immense pleasure to say that this time again, ASCAT is being hosted by Indian Institute of Engineering, Science and Technology, Shibpur, the second oldest engineering institute of our nation. To inaugurate the program, I consider it a great honor and privilege to welcome Professor Sudeep Kumar Roy, sir, Dean Academic, IIEST Shibpur, onto the dais. Sir, please. With the equal pleasure, I invite Professor Hafizur Rahman sir, Dean Research and Consultancy, to grace the dais. Now may I request Dr. Prashan Ghoshal sir, Head of Information Technology Department, IIEST Shibpur, onto the stage. I am glad to invite Dr. Ashit Kumar Das sir, Head of Computer Science and Technology Department, IIEST Shibpur, onto the stage. We would be honored to welcome Dr. Kenichi Morita sir, General Co-Chair of ASCAT 2023, onto the stage, but due to geographical distance, we would be honored to welcome him virtually. Sir, on behalf of the whole organizing team, I request you to grace this program with your presence virtually. Now may I request Dr. Shukanto Das sir, Program Co-Chair of ASCAT 2023, to grace the stage with his presence. Now I would like to request Tina Tisa Matthew to present the floral bouquet to Professor Sudeep Kumar Roy sir as a token of respect on our behalf. I request Tina again to welcome Professor Hafizur Rahman sir with a flower bouquet. Now I request Tina to present a flower bouquet to Dr. Prashan Ghoshal sir. I request Tina again to welcome Dr. Ashit Kumar Das sir with a flower bouquet. We would be very glad to welcome Dr. Kenichi Morita sir with a flower bouquet on the stage, but in this information age, we know virtual presence is as much significant as physical one. Hence, we are sending him immense respect and hearty gratitude virtually, sir. I request Tina to present a flower bouquet to Dr. Shukanto Das sir. Now let us have the pleasure of listening to the opening remarks. May I request Dr. Kenichi Morita sir, General Co-Chair of ASCAT 2023, to say a few words. Sir, please.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. It is a great pleasure to have the second Asian Symposium on Cellular Automata Technology, ASCAT 2023, after the success of the first ASCAT. As a general co-chair, I would deliver an opening address. The aim of ASCAT is to provide a place of exchanging ideas of theoreticians and engineers for creating novel theories and technologies on cellular automata. This year, we have 6 invited talks. We are very proud that renowned invited speakers agreed to give their talks. We also have 14 contributed talks. We express our great thanks to all the speakers. ASCAT 2023 also contains PhD forum with 9 talks. It is a new attempt in ASCAT 2023 for advancing the studies of young PhD students. A panel discussion on art, mathematics, computation, and an exhibition on art of cellular automata are also newly planned this year. It will open a new vista on cellular automata and will stimulate their technical developments. We believe all these activities in ASCAT 2023 will enhance future researches on cellular automata. The title of the symposium contains the word Asian, but I believe the symposium will grow as a worldwide event. To finish my address, I hope all of us enjoy this event and can get new ideas on cellular automata technology. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, sir. Without your encouragement, this event wouldn't be possible. Thanks again. Now I would request Dr. Shukanto Das sir, Program Co-Chair of ASCAT 2023, to share a few words with our audience. Sir, please.
On behalf of organizing committee, I welcome all of you in ASCAT. So, a very good morning to everybody. We are very grateful to all the authors, speakers who actively participated in organizing ASCAT. In particular, we are very grateful to this IIEST Institute who helped us a lot to organizing this event. ASCAT, that is Asian Symposium on Cellular Automata Technology, was started last year in this institute as part of a Spark project. And this time, we are continuing the event, and our dream is we will continue in coming years. Cellular automata, a well-known mathematical tool, but we wanted to see that cellular automata, one point is its mathematical tool, second part is it can be treated as technology. As I recall that in India, Professor Purimal Pal Chaudhuri started first to use cellular automata as technology, and we are continuing this legacy. So it is a tribute also to that legacy. However, in organizing this ASCAT, we faced some challenges, especially the publication point of view, paper submission point of view. In general, the community of theoretical computer science is small, and community of Cellular Automata even smaller. So in all conferences where this Cellular Automata is an issue, Cellular Automata papers are taken, we always get less submissions. And then last year, 2022, there were two conferences, well-established conference on Cellular Automata. One is ACRI, held in Switzerland, and others Automata, held in IIT Kharagpur, India. So we were very afraid that how much submissions we'll get, and day by day we are seeing that not much submissions we are getting. However, finally, we get 30 submissions in ASCAT, and we have a big, a great program committee. We are very grateful to program committee members. So the program committee members, the all renowned person in the field of Cellular Automata, they were in program committee, in our program committee, and they devoted their time and reviewed the papers. So, and after the review, we initially accepted 9 papers. Then we give an option to revise the papers. After revision, we get few more. Finally, 14 papers were accepted for publication. So if we consider the community size and number of submissions in other conference, it is good. I should say this. This time, along with the traditional paper presentation, 2 special sessions have been introduced. One is Beauty of Cellular Automata, and other is PhD Forum. For the PhD Forum, we get 9 submissions. So 1 from China, 2 from Algeria, and rest from this country. And these 9 submissions will be presented, and we have declared that we shall give the best thesis award for 2 categories. One is completed thesis and ongoing thesis. So a competition-like thing is going on, and that will take place on the last day, final day of this conference, of this symposium. And there is a session, as I've said, the beauty of Cellular Automata. Many people, many mathematicians and artists, they are exploring Cellular Automata as as an abstract model of developing art. So we have that one. We have exhibition. We are very grateful to all the contributors who give the patterns, and especially we are grateful to Professor Amitabh Sengupta, who is here, who curated the figures, and we have displayed them. After this inauguration, we have the opening of that of the exhibition. We are very grateful to that. And as part of this session, Beauty of Cellular Automata, we have a panel discussion. That is art, computation, art, mathematics, and computation. There's a panel discussion. We have, panelists. We have Professor Deepak Dhar as panelist, Professor Mirke Chakraborty as panelist, Professor Amitabh Sengupta as panelist, Professor Shubhashish Nevir as panelist, as well as Tim Otoroth, a German conceptual artist. He will be with us as panelist. So this is a special session we have introduced. I think you will enjoy this session. So, and finally, thank you very much once again for helping us, for supporting us, and thank you very much our Dean Academic, Professor Sudeep Roy. He is always with us. Last time also, he is with us in all way. Professor Hafizur Rahman, who is our Dean Research, is with us. I'm thankful to my HOD, Professor Prashan Ghoshal, and Computer Science Department's HOD, Professor Ashit Kedas. So this is a combined effort of the event of Department of IT and CST. So we worked as team, and so thank you all. And once again, I welcome you all in this ASCAT, in this edition of ASCAT. I hope you'll all enjoy. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us about the brief background of ASCAT and the contents of the conference that we can expect in the coming 3 days. Now I would request Dr. Prashan Ghoshal, Head of Department of Information Technology, to say a few words. Sir, please.
Very good morning to all of you. Respected Dr. Sudeep Kumar Roy, the Dean Academic, Professor Hafizur Rahman, Dean Research and Consultancy of IIEST Shibpur, and Professor Morito, the General Co-Chair, and I can see Professor Sikdar from Department of Computer Science and Technology, another General Co-Chair. Respected Dr. Martinez, who is present online now, the TPC co-chair, and Dr. Shukanto Das, another TPC co-chair. Dr. Ashit Das, our head of the Department of Computer Science and Technology. Respected all the delegates present in front of me, and all of you, all the students and participants. With warm greetings, I just would like to share a few words about this, that regarding this conference or the theme or something like that. So basically, whenever I came, I had the initial perception of the cellular automata as only the theoretical subject. You know that it is a part of certainly a theoretical computer science. I was also very much aware that this is a theoretical computer science. But this perception basically changed during organizing that IEEE International Conference on the Nanoelectronic Systems. I worked as a TPC chair during that time in 2015. I have invited Professor Mircea Stan from University of Virginia as a keynote speaker. And his topic was very interesting that I then came to know that Micron Semiconductor has already, they had a dedicated research laboratory at University of Virginia only for this research works over the cellular automata based the hardware development architectures, and they were developing that the enormous high performance computing architectures for the big data centric problem solving. And that was a huge success. You can just browse over there that they have developed these kinds of these chips, they are processing solutions and everything. That means then first it struck that this is not a conceptual thing or the theoretical thing. It has come to the reality. It is hitting the market. So after that, I had interacted with Dr. Stan with different ways, and then came up with different types of these novel ideas. That it has that inherent nature to address these degenerate states, and that is basically inherently capable of handling any kind of the parallel computing architectures or those kinds of the hardware for these kinds of solving problems. So that is generally being adapted by conventional computer. Compared to that, this is huge benefit it is actually giving. And they were using some kind of the asynchronous processor for this design. Many of you may be aware. So this is a very, very, today, the interesting research direction for that asynchronous processor designing for that very, very low power consumption based device or the processing equipment. And then I came with some interaction during one of my PhD students who was working on DNA computing, and then another one with ribosomal computing. So during this biomolecular computation, then another something that came into our, say, in close contact. Though I am not in that direct area. But then came that for this biomolecular, then the stochastic biomolecular computation, and for these kinds of situation, a biomolecular automata that has been developed, and that is becoming very much prevalent in solving different types of algorithms in any biomedical devices. Because for conventional algorithm fall short in running with conventional hardware architecture into these biomedical devices. But for that stochastic biomolecular automata based modeled hardware, so those are very much efficient for that. So that actually we came up using this time. And then very recently another with our research direction, this is a very well research subject, is a quantum dot cellular automata for this addressing of this degeneracy, you know. that I worked in that reversible circuits and designing of these reversible circuits and so on for the power consumption based thing for the low power design issues. So they are basically for the modeling of their hardware architecture, that the QCA based modeling, that quantum dot cellular automata based, the reversible circuit modeling has again so much advantages. That means in my journey itself, I have encountered with this. Then I was just browsing that there are normally enormous different types of these applications of this cellular automata in different types of this, from say biophysics to the bioinformatics to different or theoretical different types of problem in physics, as well as different design problems. So there are, the cellular automata is also known for the mathematical, the tessellation structure or the tessellation. So this subject based, that means the pure mathematical works also, there are huge applications for that. So I have seen there are multiple eminent speakers are there into this as invited speakers, as well as in regular accepted papers, as well as there are some kind of the very interesting one session is there, some demo session for that, research demo kind of this session. And there is a PhD forum, I think probably it is newly introduced. So there are multiple sessions, multiple activities, those are packed for this next 3 days. I heartily actually congratulate to all the key persons, especially Professor Shukanto Das from Department of IT and Professor Biplab Sikdar from Department of Computer Science, because this is a joint effort from Department of IT, organized by Department of IT and CST from IIEST Shibpur. So I would like to congratulate you all, and I would like to expect that you will have a very good time over here for these 3 days, very nice experiences, beautiful experiences, and some cherishable moments, so that you can certainly recap in your future days, so with a smile into your lips. So thank you very much, all of you. So I rest for that.
Thank you, sir, for the insights you have shared with us. And thanks again for the encouragement we have always received from you. Now I would request Professor Ashit Kumar Das, Head of Computer Science and Technology Department, IIEST Shibpur, to share his thoughts. Sir, please.
Okay, so good morning to all of you. Our respected Dean Academics, Professor Sudeep Kumar Rai, and Dean Research and Consultancy, Professor Hafizur Rahman, and Program Chair, Co-Program Chair, Professor Shukanto Das, and Head of the Department of IT, Professor Prashan Ghoshal, and all the renowned speakers and the delegates. Very good morning to all of you, and I bid warm to welcome to all the delegates and renowned speakers who actually took away their valuable time and joined here in this second Asian Symposium on Cellular Automata and Technology. As we know, the cellular automata actually basically is the collection of the cells in a grid of different shapes, and every cell has different state, and these states are defined with respect to time in different rules. That rules are defined using the states of different neighbors of the cell. So in this sense, we can think that cellular automata, it is though basically a theoretical concept or mathematical model, but we can use in different applications of technology. Like we can use this in the political science, or we can use this in the biomedical, say, biological processing and systems, and popularly we know that we use this in case of the public cryptography, and of course we can use this in case of the artificial intelligence and the machine learnings. So basically it is a kind of theoretical aspects, but we can use this model or computing technique in different areas. So in this sense, we can say this is the interdisciplinary field. And as I know, one of my research scholar, he discussed with me that about this concept of cellular automata, though I am in the field of machine learning basically, but when he discussed with me some concept of the cellular automata, then I realized that this is actually we can generates randomly some state generation wise. So I advise him to use this in case of the optimization techniques like say differential evolution or say particle swarm optimization, how we can randomly generate the population. And using these kind of different rules that are associated with this cellular automata, he able to generate the initial populations, and we check that we get beneficial or better performance when we randomly populated this using the help of the cellular automata. So this is just one example I share with you. So in this way you can think how actually we can integrate the concepts of different statistics, mathematics, the cellular automata and the machine learning or artificial intelligence concepts together to define or design different model of different applications. So I think there are different researchers here who have different papers in different areas. So the participants will share their thoughts, and also they will get the knowledge from the different speakers, renowned speakers, who will give their speech during 3 days. So I think as a whole, all of we will be benefited from this symposium or program. And lastly, I want to thank all the members of the organizing committee who have given a lot of time to make this conference or program functional. And I hope that that program will be very much successful, and all the participants will get a lot of knowledge from this conference, and they may apply this in their research work. So thank you very much to all of the delegates and participants present here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your encouragement. We are grateful to you for your support always. Now I would request Professor Hafizur Rahman, sir, Dean Research and Consultancy, to say a few words.
Very good morning, Professor Sudeep Roy, Professor Prashan Ghoshal, Professor Ashit Das, Shukanta Das, Professor Kinijo Morita from Japan and his team, my dear students, my dear colleagues, participants. I feel honored to be invited in this inaugural session. On behalf of the IIST Shibpur, I welcome all to this the second versions of International Asian Symposium on Cellular Automata Technology, and the first versions of this symposium was held online under the under the Spark project in 2022. And basically, this conference is related to the cellular automata, which is a discrete model of computation. The research on cellular automata was initiated at IIST Shibpur by Professor Porimal Palchaudhuri in the 19th. So, and his legacy is carrying out by his student, Professor Biplav Sikdar and Professor Shukanta Das and others at IIST Shibpur. So the conference will discuss the fundamental of cellular automata theory, cellular automata based on unconventional design style, design issues of the technological solution. Cellular automata may be used to solve the different problem in the area or in the domain of VLSI testing, because a couple of work have been reported in the area of pattern generation in the VLSI testing. And other area like pattern recognition, classification, and the medical imaging, bioinformatics in this area. Okay. So this conference will strengthen the research activity among the student, researcher, and scientist, and provide the collaborations between collaboration globally in this area. So discussion and deliberations in this conference will strengthen the research, the activities of the students, and mainly the younger students. And the 3Ds conference will end with you in this area. And I thank you all the participants for attending this conference. And I thank you, the Professor Shukanta Das, Professor Biplab Sikdar, and Professor Morita and his team for organizing this type of conference. I hope I hope this conference will will get a great success. And once again, I welcome all the participants to this oldest in engineering institute, and I think you will enjoy this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your valuable words. We are grateful for your support always. Now I would request our Honorable Dean Academic, Professor Sudeep Kumar Roy, to speak a few words to the audience and inaugurate this conference. Sir, please.
Good morning, Dr. Habibur Rahman, Dean Research and Consultancy, Dr. Prashan Ghoshal, Head Information Technology, Dr. Ashit Das, Head Computer Science and Technology, Dr. Shukanta Das, faculty members, scholars, students, and delegates of this second Asian Symposium on Cellular Automata Technology. It is my great pleasure to, to be able to take part in the inaugural program of this symposium. I am not a person from the field of cellular automata, or rather from the field of computer science and technology, so I will not definitely venture to speak on this topic. Only thing that I know that this is a very powerful tool which can model or which can analyze any big system. It has a wide applications in different fields, in sociology, in biology, in physics, in anthropology, and in civil engineering, which is my own field. I have come across different studies on application of cellular automata in traffic engineering. And I understand that the discrete nature of the cellular automata technique that has helped to understand the traffic flow behavior, particularly in a heterogeneous traffic conditions where different types of vehicles, different categories of roadway characteristics, as well as different nature of drivers' characteristics are forming the traffic system. In that system, this cellular automata can help to model that system very well. Different researchers in our Indian conditions also, they have studied different research, different PhD work also that have been done in using the cellular automata in this field. In our institute, though Professor Sukanta Das has told that in general, the cellular automata has a very smaller group in general. But I should say that in our institute, the group of the faculty members who are working in this particular field is maybe small, but it is a very strong group. The faculty members who are involved in these studies and research in cellular automata, they are working in different aspects. Scholars are also working under them, and they are regularly organizing different programs, including this symposium, and very, very satisfactory manner. As Professor Rahman has said, that the first symposium, which was held in online mode, basically due to that COVID situation, was also very much successful. I understand this particular symposium will be addressed by different eminent speakers from not only from this institute, but also from different parts of the country, as well as eminent speakers, eminent experts from the abroad will also be addressing in this gathering. So I hope this program will be highly successful. All the delegates, all the participants will enhance their idea, and they will be able to apply this concept in their own research work very very well manner. Our director, he could not attend this program as he has another very urgent meeting, online meeting. So he could not come and attend this the inaugural program. So I, on behalf of this institute, it is my pleasure to inaugurate this second Asian Symposium on Cellular Automata Technology. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for opening this symposium to all. We are ever thankful to you for all the support and encouragement that we have received always from you. We are grateful to you. We hope this conference will be a grand success and a lot of new research ideas will emerge and discussions and interactions throughout the 3 days program. With that, we close this inaugural session and invite you to the exhibition on the art of cellular automata starting immediately. In this context, John Lubbock, a famous English philanthropist and polymath, opined that art is unquestionably one of the purest and highest elements in human happiness. It trains the mind through the eye and eye through the mind. As the sun colors have flowers, so does art color life. Art can be traced back to cave paintings of Paleolithic era. Throughout history, art and evolution have been intertwined. We are delighted to host an art exhibition as a part of this symposium. Now I request Dr. Kamalika Bhattacharjee to say a few words about this art exhibition. Ma'am, please.
Good morning. Welcome all to the second Asian Symposium on Cellular Automata Technology. Once again, I am welcoming all of you. I think someone forgot to mention that it's not about purely of computer science, because we will be getting people from physics, from material science, from mining, all will be joining us here for the technological aspect of cellular automata. But here I am not going to talk about technological aspect of cellular automata. I'm supposed to talk about the art and the patterns that it can generate. Okay, well, we are not artists. We are engineers, and we have seen that cellular automata can be used for some beautiful patterns, even songs, music, and so on. So this idea came that maybe we can hold an exhibition here in an engineering institute to showcase what kind of art a simple system like a cellular automata, which the audience here mostly are from cellular automata, so I don't have to explain probably how much simple it is. Like it can be a grid of cells where each of the cells can have a simple function. So this kind of simple system can also generate some patterns which can be considered as art. But it was a difficult task for us because we are not artists, I mentioned. So we had in this particular session, like which is starting from now, it's a session on beauty of cellular automata, and it's the first part of this session is going to be the exhibition, which is the start. It will be continuing. This exhibition will continue for the whole 3 days. But in the beauty of cellular automata, that session, we have a talk from Team Otoroth, German composer, scholar, and artist. And his work inspired us a lot to even start this exhibition. Then I want to express my gratitude to Professor Mihir Chakraborty on behalf of our organizing team, because he actually encouraged us and gave us the contact of Professor Amitav Sengupta, who actually took the effort of curating the whole conference, because I sent him lots of images which we collected from the various sources available in the website, which are cellular automata blogs, as well as we had a call for contribution for cellular automata patterns, where many people from the global community of cellular automata, they actually contributed. I want to express my gratitude to Morita sir and Genado also, because they have contributed in giving me some patterns. Also, I want to express our thankfulness to the live community, the Game of Life community, who have provided us some interesting patterns, videos, and some web pages where you can explore and get the experience of how complex a simple pattern can be. Okay, so among all these patterns, I sent to Amitav sir, and he chose which of the patterns can be called as art, then decided the dimension of everything, and then he sent me. I kept on disturbing him at odd times, and he actually tolerated us and gave his time. And finally, the exhibition is outside. That will be inaugurated soon, and you will be getting the glimpse of some of the images. But it's just a glimpse. Maybe there are 20 images, and we have in stock maybe another 100 or 200 images, which will be showing in as a video in graphics only. So I want to invite Professor Amitav Sengupta to come here and say a few words about the exhibition and art, which we don't know. We know only about cellular automata. So I'll be inviting him to talk about the exhibition. Sir, please.
Good morning. Actually, I'm a fish out of water. And among these scientific minds and expertise, a painter is a sort of, I don't know how to define myself. But at the same time, I must say that design and aesthetics, something beautiful, it's not, maybe it's not outside science or technology. Everything which is balanced, which is logical, which is meaningful ultimately turns out as a form, and that form becomes somehow art, because art is not much defined exactly its jurisdiction in terms of movements and history. But then forms which are coming from science, uh, structures of microbodies, cellular structures, or digital space photography, and artificial intelligence, and augmented images, and all these are coming into the art movement, new art movement, and that's becoming most crucial in the global pattern, and it's not belonging to the art of a particular country, and it has certain similarities and global meaning. So science and art somewhere merging in defining nature. Probably nature itself is art, and that's how we are somewhere closer in certain visual aspects. And what is most interesting, some of the artists, sorry, some of the artists are actually employing a lot of scientific measures, computerized, digitalized, uh, three-dimensional forms, etc., and and creating new images in the global art movements. But in India, somehow it's almost unknown, less known. Uh, Many of us who are doing with the computerized graphics and trying to explore forms in digital movies, digital graphics, and enhanced digital forms on the canvases, uh, these are not known to the common public or art connoisseur as well. Neither it's shown by the galleries. So we, in the art field, we are rather a very minuscule community. But my relation with digital and forms and expressions, and from outside observing the developments of images, it's very inspiring. I must say, to make it short, that art and scientific forms or science, the meaning somewhere, the search of truth somewhere is very beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So I'd like to request our student Tanushree to come here and continue her beautiful anchoring.
Thank you to both Dr. Kamalika Bhattacharya ma'am and sir, Amitabh Sengupta sir. Thank you for your enlightening words once again. Our exhibition is outside, as mentioned by Dr. Kamalika Bhattacharya. Now I'd request our Honorable Academic Professor, Academic Dean, Professor Sudeep Kumar Roy sir, to just inaugurate this exhibition, and we shall assemble outside for this inauguration program.